What's up, my theater nerd friends? Welcome back to another evening of Tonight at the Theater, this week at the theater from SARTA. And wow, it's been a bit of a week already. We have passed through the solstice. We are officially in summer now. So this is great. We've got lots of cool summer shows to tell you about. This is This Week at the Theater, again, June 25th, 2024. Brought to you by the Sacramento Regional Theater Alliance. We are SARTA, and you can visit our website at sarta.com and check out some of the cool things we have going on there. I have some exciting things to share with you that are happening at SARTA because we have really picked up on the micro grant part of our programs that we have. For those of you who don't know, we used to do very big award show kind of thing each year called the Ellie's. Did that for a number of years, but with the pandemic and everything else, we have not been able to get that off the ground. Did not see how that was going to happen, so we decided to put that on a hiatus and focus on some of the other needs that our theaters had coming out of our post-pandemic space, which were scholarship programs for our youth education theater programs, which we did, our YES program, Youth Education Scholarships, and for our theaters who sometimes struggle just to get bills paid and scripts bought and rights purchased and all that stuff. We've instituted a micro grant program where we will grant up to $500 for your theater to use for whatever it is you need for this next production. Just, fill out our forms, let us know, give us some financial details, and let us try and help you get that done. So in those ways, SARTA has sort of redirected itself toward helping in that way. And we've had we've awarded 2 micro grants already, and we've just got another application in for another one. So yay. If we can help you, please let us know. If you can help us out by becoming a member or a donor, please do that also. I'll hit you up again for that later on. So, my theater nerds, let's get ready and take a look at what we've got going on this week at the theater. We're wrapping up Pride Month here. The end of June is coming up quick. On this coming Sunday, we'll wrap it all up. So happy Pride to all of those who are queer allies, who are just humans out here who give a care about other humans. Thank you and happy Pride. Thank you for celebrating the uniqueness and wonder of each and every person out there. So let's talk about some special events. I actually went back and checked a little social media to see if I had any other special events to add to this, and I don't just yet. It's kind of low key for the summer because a lot of people are off on vacations and doing other things or gearing up for their fall season. And this is one that's gearing up for fall season. The Women's Theater Collective is going to be hosting a gala masquerade on October 5th of this year out at the CalCap Black Box Theater. It should be wonderful. They say they're going to have desserts and libations and a silent auction and some entertainment. So stay tuned for more information on the masquerade sponsored by the Women's Theater Collective this October. All right, that's the only big special event I have to tell you about. So are you ready? Get those resumes and headshots out because here we go with the auditions. They're still looking for people to come down and audition this coming Sunday, June 30th, at Sutter Street Theater for The Producers. This is a classic Mel Brooks musical. It's absolutely hysterical. It's so much fun. If you have prepared 18 to 32 bars of a musical theater song to demonstrate your best abilities, you're going to have that. You're going to have your accompaniment either on a CD or on your phone. No a cappella, they said, please. And you don't need to bring sheet music because they don't have an accompanist. All right, so if you've got your headshot, your theatrical resume, and a list of any potential conflicts with rehearsal or show dates. If you have conflicts with show dates, they're probably not going to cast you. So really make sure that you can commit to doing this kind of event when you go down for an audition, okay? Mel Brooks, The Producers at Sutter Street Theater. Also, coming up at Sutter Street Theater, auditions on Sunday, July 7th, the following Sunday, for The Secret Garden. This is another wonderful classic story. The script's going to be just cold readings. It's not a musical audition, so you don't have to bring anything. And they don't want to see if you can do great accents. They'll talk about that after they decide who's going to get into the show. So bring your headshots and your resumes and any potential conflicts that you may have. Again, if you've got conflicts with the show times, you probably really don't want to go out for an audition and get people's hopes up and then not be able to follow through. Please be honest with yourself when you're doing this, because doing theater is such a magical thing, and we hate it when we lose people partway through auditions or runs of shows or the rehearsals for shows because they really can't make it to the next thing. They're going to have auditions on Monday, July 8th. Out at Roseville Theater Arts Academy. Speaking of our wonderful youth theaters that we have in our group, they're going to have a main stage production of Seussical in September, and they're auditioning for it again on Monday, July 8th at 7 o'clock. So if you're interested in being part of Seussical, a great musical, you're going to want to go down to Roseville Theater Arts Academy. That's all of the auditions for right now, but let's check out what's playing right now. We have some really cool things that are playing. A friend of mine on social media posted a short but very glowing review of this show. It's playing at the stage at Burke Junction. Edward Albee's The Goat, or Who's Sylvia, is playing right now through June 30th, so it's going to end this weekend, so if you haven't gotten a chance to see it, you should. They gave it, again, a glowing review, said it was a great play. You need to go and check it out. The stage at burkejunction.com/goat is where you go to get your tickets, or you can just go to the website for the stage at Burke Junction. Top Dog Underdog is another one that will be closing this weekend, so you have a little bit more time to get in to see this. This is playing over at Celebration Arts. It's a show by Suzanne Laurie Parks and directed by Melinda Wilson Rainey. Again, playing through the 30th. If you want tickets for this, you can get them at celebrationarts.net or give them a call at Celebration Arts or go to their website. You can buy them online. We make it easy for you to get tickets for these shows. You should go. Much Ado About Nothing is also playing through this weekend, June 29th. They did have to have one cancellation this last week, and their air conditioner went out. This is why it's so important for you to support community theaters so they can get things like this fixed and have everything in working order when you get there. It's no fun to sit in a hot theater. It's uncomfortable for the actors, and it's very uncomfortable for the patrons. So, Much Ado About Nothing. This will be their last weekend doing this show over at Big Idea Theater. So, bigideatheater.org is where you're going to want to go to get your tickets. Peter and the Starcatcher is another one that's closing this weekend. You're going to have a busy weekend. There's a lot of things that are closing this weekend. But you could probably get to see, if you go to something Friday, something Saturday, something Sunday, you can see at least 3 of these. This is playing out at Woodland Opera House, and from what I've heard, this is an amazing show also. I've had some friends post on social media that they went to see it, and it was just great. So, if you're a Peter Pan aficionado, Peter and the Starcatcher might just be for you. This one's playing a little bit longer over at B Street Theater's main stage. It's called The Newlywed Game, and it will be playing through July 14th. So you've still got time to see this. This was a world premiere production and was the winner of their 2023 B Street New Comedies Festival. Look at this. They do a festival, and then the very next year they put on the show. I think it's great. Go and see this show. Rock of Ages Teen Edition is still playing over at Sutter Street Theater. They will be playing through July 14th on Saturdays and Sundays at 1 o'clock. So if you want to get in to see this fun, uplifting musical show, get your tickets now at Sutter Street Theater. The final main stage show of the season is running right now over at Chautauqua Playhouse. This is One Slight Hitch by Lewis Black. It's on Fridays and Saturdays at 8 p.m. and then again on Sundays at 2. I just bought tickets to go see this one. I'm going in a couple of weekends. I'm going to go see Steve Martin's The Underpants. This is up at the Kennedy Mine Amphitheater in Jackson. It's playing through July 20th. This is put on by Main Street Theater Works, and I'm hearing great rumblings about this already. It's going to open this weekend, it opened last weekend, so it's had its opening weekend already, and I'm already hearing great rumblings about this show. So you got to go. DMTC is featuring its final show of their 2023-2024 season right now, which is The Little Mermaid, a Broadway musical. It's playing through July 14th, so you do still have time to get tickets to go see this amazing show also. It's playing at the Gene Henderson Performing Arts Center, 607 Penna Drive in Davis. Davis Musical Theater Company, Disney's The Little Mermaid. So, you've got plenty of shows to choose from that you can pick out one or two this weekend and one or two for the next weekend, or maybe 3 this weekend, because there's several of those that are closing this weekend, so you better get your tickets for those pretty quickly. But we've got some cool stuff that's coming up soon too. The Artist Collective is presenting its set of one-act comedies and dramas that are written and performed by the members of the Artist Collective. It's called Workplace, and it's going to play from June 28th, that means it's opening this weekend, through July 14th. So you've got time to get your tickets for this. Join them for a night of laughs, tears, and joys of the Workplace at the Uli Theater, 2007 28th Street. The Sacramento Shakespeare Festival, a Sacramento classic piece, is back again with their production this year of Julius Caesar. This is going to be opening on July 5th and playing through July 28th at the Sacramento City College Art Court Theater. It's a wonderful black box space. If you've never been there before, you'll really enjoy it. I still remember the days when they used to do the Shakespeare Festival over in the park in the big amphitheater. Weather's kind of dicey in the summertime, so sometimes it was a little hot out there. But by the time the sun went down, it would get a little cool out there. It was a great venue, but not the best. I would rather go sit in a much more comfortable theater to see these wonderful plays. So Julius Caesar is their choice for this year, and it's going to be the featured item at the Sacramento Shakespeare Festival at Sacramento City College Theater. Sierra Stages up at the Nevada Theater is presenting its production of Honk. Honk is a musical retelling of the Hans Christian Andersen fairy tale, The Ugly Duckling. So if you want to see this, it's playing Thursdays through Saturdays at 7:30, and then on Sunday and Saturday on the 27th of July, coming up this weekend, at 2 o'clock. So they've got a matinee on Saturday and a matinee on Sunday at the Nevada Theater. It's playing through August 3rd. So it's opening on July 11th and playing through August 3rd. So you'll have plenty of time. Get your tickets early and go see this. Sierra Stages is a wonderful place to go. And Nevada City's so pretty. Stage Right Productions is bringing you its production of Disney's Beauty and the Beast. This is going to open on July 12th and play through July 27th. You don't want to miss this. It's going to be great. They're performing it at St. Matthew's Lutheran Church, 3785 Placer Corporate Drive over in Rockland. That's Stage Right Productions featured item Beauty and the Beast. There's another New Comedies Festival coming. This is the 2024 New Comedies Festival. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a show out of this group that'll be shown in 2025 as part of their award winners from this festival. This is presented by B Street Theater. It's on the Voris main stage. It'll be happening July 17th through the 21st. So stay tuned for more information on the New Comedies Fest 2024 at the B Street Theater, or check out their website. Davis Musical Theater Company is getting ready to put on stage for the first time since 2019, it's been a minute since they've done this one, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. This is going to open on July 19th and play through July 28th. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer is returning to Davis Musical Theater Company. So get your tickets now. You can go ahead and go online and get your tickets so you can enjoy this amazing show. This is a special engagement piece that's happening over at B Street Theater. It's called Blood of the Lamb by Arlene Hutton. It will open on July 26th and play through August 4th. And they talk about it being a look at two women navigating the vagaries of law that require a dead fetus to be carried to term as an unborn citizen of the state of Texas. This is a play of our current moment, and you're going to find these women at opposite sides of the table amidst all the legal precedents. It's kind of an intense look at what's going on right now. This is art, not imitating life, but really reflecting life and some of the realities of life for a lot of women who are in some of these places where these kinds of laws have been made. Blood of the Lamb, B Street Theater's special engagement, July 26th through August 4th. That's what's happening right now, but you have a lot of things you can look forward to, so let's take a look at some season schedules. Chautauqua Playhouse has listed their 2024-2025 season, which is going to have a good Sherlock Holmes opener called Nemesis. Then they're going to do Scapin, the Scrooge, the musical, and if you haven't seen this particular version of Scrooge, this gets done almost every year at Chautauqua Playhouse. It's one that features Roger Hoopman, directed by Warren Harrison. It's an amazing, amazing show. I've seen it a couple of times now over the years, and it always moves me. Make your plans right now. I know it's a little, ahead of the game, but, I saw something the other day that said it's only 186 days until Christmas. That sounds like such a short time. And it possibly is. We've already covered half a year. So this will happen really quickly. Get your tickets now for Scrooge. Contact the theater. Get season passes. If they have those, and a lot of the theaters do, you can get great rates on going to see all of what they're going to be offering. They're going to do The Twilight of the Gods, Sordid Lives, The Boys Next Door, Strange Bedfellows, and as always, their radio series, which is their in-person live radio show series that they do throughout the season. So you'll have several of those that'll come along. So thank you, Chautauqua Playhouse, for letting us know what's coming up in your neck of the woods and what we should be looking forward to. NorCal School of the Arts announces its seasons of shows too, starting with A Midsummer Night's Dream, then the Wizard of Oz Youth Edition, Into the Woods, Beauty and the Beast Jr., Clue on stage, and Clue is always a fun show to go and see because the endings may change depending on what's going on. And then they're going to wrap their season with The Jungle Book Kids. So, NorCal School of the Arts, more great theater put on by our youngest performers. It's going to be amazing. Woodland Opera House is happy to share its 2024-2025 season with you, starting with Legally Blonde, then Children of Eden Jr. They're going to do Puffs, which I think is so wonderful for an October show, Mean Girls Jr., White Christmas, and I swore to myself I would absolutely get tickets for that this time. They did it a few years back, and I missed it. And I heard it was so amazing, so I definitely want to get in to see their version of White Christmas this time. Then they're going to start off the new year with Amelie, The Book of Will, The Big 1-0, The Prom, and wrap up their 2025 season with Something Rotten. So thank you, Woodland Opera House, for all the great entertainment you're bringing to us also. Volcano Theater Company has had a wonderful run. Right now through July 13th, they're showing Drinking Habits by Tom Smith, which is a great one. It's a farcical comedy set in a convent where secret sips of wine, mistaken identities, and hilarious hijinks unfold in the name of preserving a beloved vineyard. Drinking Habits, that's showing right now through July 13th. They're going to come back with their production of Charlotte's Web, always a classic. You've probably read that book or seen the movies over the years. And then they'll wrap their season up with The Christmas Foundling by Norman Allen. What a wonderful season of theater up at the Volcano Theater Company. Sutter Street Theater, as always, has so much going on in its space. They have their off-Broadway series, which right now is finishing up with the musical comedy Murders of 1940, and Rock of Ages, which is playing in the family series right now through July 14th. They'll be back with Visiting Mr. Green, opening on July 12th. They're going to have Goosebumps and Evil Dead the musical. Pardon me for a second, I'm going to sneeze. Thank you. Always embarrassing to sneeze in front of someone. And if you've never seen Evil Dead the musical, you need to. It's always fun. It's always funny. And if you're courageous, you can sit in the splash zone. And if you don't know what that is, just be bold. Get your tickets early for that. Then they'll wrap up their season with Holiday in the Hills as part of their off-Broadway series, and Laura Ingalls Wilder Christmas as part of their family series. Thank you to Sutter Street Theater for all the great entertainment they bring us each year. Davis Musical Theater Company has announced their 40th anniversary season. They're going to have Jekyll and Hyde the musical opening in September, My Fair Lady in November, and then starting in the new year, they say it's a musical that cannot be officially announced until July 1st, but that's already happened. So I can tell you now, it's 42nd Street. It's going to be wonderful. So you're going to want to go and see that. Lots of dancing. It's going to be great. Then Young Frankenstein next spring, along with Sister Act following that one up, and then going into the summer, you'll be able to enjoy The Hunchback of Notre Dame. So thank you, Davis Musical Theater Company, for your 40th anniversary season of amazing shows. Well, that's what I've got for you right now. If you did not see what's going on at your theater in my works, that's because I didn't have it to tell anybody about. So you need to send it to me. Send it to me so I can put it in here so we can tell everybody about it. Go to the SARTA website under shows and auditions. If you go to the bottom of the page, there's a form that you can fill out. Put your pictures in there, put your show posters in there, give us all the dates and times and pertinent information. We'll put it on our community calendar. And oh, by the way, that's free. We don't charge for that. So let us help you advertise what's going on at your theater company for free, okay? I know a lot of people that really depend on social media, but you know what? What if somebody's not on social media? With us, it'll go out on our website. It'll also go out in our newsletter. I will have it on here, so you'll get, a little more exposure. If you can just go ahead and let us know what you're doing. Don't keep it a secret, okay? If you have not done so, follow us on Facebook at SARTA Theaters, or if you're hanging out here with me now, you can touch the follow button right there and follow us here on Twitch. I do this on Tuesday nights. I will bring you what's going on in our local theater area. We'll try and have updates and current information for what's happening in and about the greater Sacramento area. And as you can see, we go pretty far. We're up in Lincoln, we're over in Jackson, we're up in Volcano, we're out in Roseville, we're all over the place. It's not just downtown Sacramento, okay? So there's lots of places that have great community theater going on, and we want you to know about it. If you need to share something with us, you can share it with us on Facebook at SARTA Theaters. We also have an archive in YouTube at SARTA Theaters of all of these shows and other videos and specials that we have made that we keep there. So you can go there and check out what we've got in that piece of media also. Alrighty, friends. I say this to you each week. I hope I see you somewhere at the theater. I am going to the theater this weekend. I haven't decided which show I'm going to see, but I think I'm going to go maybe on Friday night. So if you see me out and about, please say hi and let me know that you saw us on Twitch, or you heard about it on our Facebook page, or you saw it on our YouTube page. And I really hope I do see you at the theater soon, okay? Have a great weekend, everyone. Stay cool out there, okay?